New executive order to stop taxpayer funds from going to NPR and PBS, claiming the media organizations are biased. Iowa's News Now reporter Kaylee Whitlatch joins us live in studio with the impact the federal funding cuts will have here in the Hawkeye State. Kaylee.
Nicole, not only will this make it harder to get to Sesame Street, but it'll shake up how the Iowa Public Media funds its daily services, along with around 1,500 other stations across the country. Those organizations are dedicated to impartial, unbiased reporting, but the Trump administration says they're not fair to Republicans.
20% of Americans don't have access to another local source of news. The impact of this could really be devastating.
The CEOs of NPR and PBS tell Face the Nation losing this funding would hit rural communities especially hard.
Some of our stations in small communities, it's 40 to 50% of their funding, and for them it's existential.
Thursday's executive order says government funding of news media is outdated and unnecessary. And if tax dollars fund the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, its programs should be fair and accurate. But that's what Iowa Public Radio says it strives to do every day.
Both NPR and Iowa Public Radio have really strong editorial processes, and our goal is to provide unbiased and balanced programming for our listeners.
IPR says 10% of its budget comes from CPB grants. This year, that's about $1 million.
If, in fact, CPB were to be eliminated, we'd be forced to make some really tough decisions about the services that we provide and that services that people rely on all across the state.
Iowa PBS Executive Director Andrew Batt tells Iowa's News Now in a statement, theirs is the only statewide broadcast network. And while it believes the executive order targets national organizations, federal funding is an important share of the local budget. So the cuts would impact all of its services and the ability to share its programming. IPR says it's important to continue supporting public media, whether that's calling your lawmakers, making a donation, or just tuning in.
We certainly hope that Congress and the administration agree that the service that we provide merits support, and that at the end of the day, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting is still available to stations to keep our services on the air.
CPB says in a statement Congress directly funded it to be private and nonprofit, and it's not subject to the president's authority. Both national PBS and NPR are looking at options available to challenge the order. Live in studio, Kaylee Whitlatch, Iowa's News Now.